All right, New York Knicks come back from 22 down with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Jalen Brunson just absolutely cooks James Harden. Let's check it out, then we'll talk about it. I have it muted, otherwise, Adam Silver is going to send me to prison. This is 2 minutes left in the third quarter. I just wanted to show this shot 'cause this was a nasty shot. Jalen Brunson gets it on the fast break. He's going full speed. Just an insane floater off the glass, going full speed. Jalen Brunson has so many moves inside the paint. We see right here. So this is where the comeback starts. New York, right here, they're down 22 with just under 8 minutes left in the game. If y'all watch, OG Anunoby comes up right here, and they just concede the switch immediately. They didn't really have to, but Jalen Brunson blows right by Harden for an easy little floater. Just one play, it's all good. Here comes Mikal Bridges. Had such a tough shot. They're doing the same thing. They're getting Harden in the action. They didn't get the switch on that play, but that shot is so hard. Again, Brunson, full speed down court, and just a stupid floater there. Just kisses it right off the top of the square. This is a good angle right here on the replay. If you look where Brunson's foot is, he stops. He's not even in the paint, dude. He has 1 foot outside the paint. No feet in the paint. You can't really tell from this angle, but he's probably 2 feet behind the restricted area and just goes up. That's off the wrong foot to left hand off the left foot and just kisses it in. That's a ridiculous finish. On this one again, Mikal Bridges comes up, and I don't get it. If y'all watch that again, they just concede the switch. Here comes Mikal Bridges. Wade could have fought through that and stayed on Brunson, but they concede the switch immediately. And on that one, Harden doesn't do a bad job defending that. That's just such a tough shot. Brunson with the little fake and the step through. And if you watch where the ball hits, he kisses that pretty much off the top corner of the backboard. That's just a really tough shot. Harden in the ISO with Jalen Brunson. That one's just too easy, to be honest. I feel like Harden didn't do a horrible job. He tried to stay with him on that one. But that's just a practice jumper for Jalen Brunson. Just dribbles right to the little elbow and pulls up. He's going to make more of those than he misses. So that was pretty bad defense by James Harden as well. He gets a late contest, but it just wasn't enough. Almost gets the steal right there. Jalen Brunson, a little in and out to just another tough bank shot. On that one, let's run it back. Good defense right there on that first move. Kind of stays in front, stays on his hip. I don't feel like that particular one was bad defense by Harden. Keep in mind, though, for watching here, it's an 8-point game right now. Coach Atkinson hasn't called a timeout. He had so many opportunities to do it. And Jalen Brunson with a cold-ass three to cut it to 5. Again, Coach Atkinson, he finally calls the timeout after that 3 ball. But again, if we watch up here, you'll see Mikal Bridges. He sets the screen right here to get the switch. Wade, it's more Harden's fault. Harden was getting cooked. It's Coach Atkinson's fault for not calling a timeout to help him. But Wade could have fought over this and stayed on Brunson, but they just concede the switch all fourth quarter long. If you watch, they just let Harden switch onto him. They don't even try to stop him. Then Brunson just cooks for a 3. Not an easy shot, but that is a practice shot for Jalen Brunson. He just hits his rhythm dribble and gets right into his 3 ball, a little between the legs, behind the back, and pulls right up in Harden's face. Again, that's not an easy shot. If we run it back, though, just nasty between the legs, behind the back. But James Harden, he's not a great defender. We all know that, but he should be pressed up onto Brunson. He shouldn't let him get into this rhythm dribble and just pull right up into his shot. But we've seen these past plays, Brunson just blowing by him time and time again, getting to the rim. But Harden should be up in his body space. Brunson gets a rhythm dribble. And again, not an easy shot, but that's kind of a practice shot for Jalen Brunson. On that one, just blows right by Harden. Tough finish to tie the game. it's just hard shots Brunson was making. He's making a bunch of tough shots, but James Harden didn't make it any tougher on him. Just a nasty in and out. Gets to his right hand. That's just a tough bank shot, man. A lot of these shots were just really hard by Jalen Brunson. Again, ISO'd on James Harden again. That one's really, really bad. Just blows right by, gets to his floater. Not easy over Jared Allen, but still, that one, I'm going to run it back. That was just, that one in particular was really, really poor effort by James Harden. If y'all watch, Harden makes no effort to move his feet laterally. He makes a little half-hearted swipe at the ball, and Jalen Brunson just goes right around him. I want to run that back one more time. Harden just makes no effort to slide his feet or move laterally to stay in front of Brunson. He just makes a half-hearted swipe. Oh, that doesn't work. And Brunson just blows right by and gets right to his sweet spot for his floater. That one was just really, really sad. Just a half-hearted swipe. Doesn't even try to stay in front of him at all. Just straight up and down and gets blown right by. Um, I would blame Coach Atkinson more than James Harden, I guess. We all know James Harden isn't a good defender. Again, I showed y'all the plays. Dean Wade as well multiple times. I won't blame him so much. It's probably the coaching. Coach Atkinson is probably telling him just to make that switch for whatever reason. But again, I was showing you guys there was multiple times where Dean Wade could have fought over the screen and just stayed on Harden, but they're just conceding the switch immediately over and over again. And Jalen Brunson is just cooking James Harden again and again and again. If y'all watch the game, Jalen Brunson, he had 19 points. Once the run started, it was 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And from that time, 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, all the way to the end of the game, Jalen Brunson scored 19 points in that kind of clutch time situation. And it was really all Jalen Brunson, if y'all watched. They finally started double teaming him towards the end of the third quarter or the end of the fourth quarter, maybe like 3 minutes left. They finally started double teaming him. He kicks out to Mikal Bridges. I think he made a big corner three. Kicks to OG Anunoby. I think he gets inside and gets fouled for some free throws. And then towards the end of the first overtime, Landry Shamet hits a big three. Shamet had another one at the end of the fourth quarter. Same thing. They're just double teaming Jalen Brunson and they're getting open shots out of that. But Shamet had a three to tie the game from the corner. He shoots it, bounces on the rim like 3 or 4 times, and ends up rolling in. But again, I blame I blame coaching kind of just as much as Harden. We all know Harden's a bad defender. He's not going to guard Jalen Brunson in the ISOs. We watched the plays. A lot of them were just really tough shots. James Harden did an okay job on some of those shots, and Jalen Brunson is just making tough, wrong-footed floaters like that one I showed you guys where he goes up off his left foot. He's not even in the paint and just throws up a ridiculous floater off the glass. Jalen Brunson's shot making was insane. But again, if y'all watch the game, it's a 22-point game. Brunson starts cooking. It's a 16-point game, no timeout. It's a 14-point game. It's a 10-point game, still no timeout. It's an 8-point game, still no timeout. And then finally, Jalen Brunson makes that three to cut it to 5. And then Coach Atkinson finally calls a timeout. It's easy to blame James Harden. He can't play defense one-on-one. But I blame coaching just as much as James Harden. I've never seen someone just get attacked over and over and over again and just get cooked like that in the playoffs. To be honest with you, poor effort by James Harden defensively. We're watching the plays again. Dean Wade could have fought over a bunch of those screens, but I blame Coach Atkinson's coaching because I imagine he was telling them just to concede the switch because they're conceding the switch just so easily. Dean Wade could have fought over those and stayed on Jalen Brunson on a lot of those plays, but Mikal Bridges just comes up and sets like a weak ass screen. He's not even trying to set a hard screen, and they just immediately switch it. And then Jalen Brunson is just cooking James Harden again. 19 points in the fourth quarter in overtime. I forget, I think it's Kevin Harlan. He says, the Brunson burner has been lit, and it really was. Jalen Brunson just absolutely killed him. He finishes with 38 points. He's 15 for 29, 1 for 6 from 3, but the one he hit was that big one in the fourth to cut it to 5. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Just a awesome performance for Jalen Brunson. It's easy to blame Harden. It is his fault. He absolutely got cooked out there. But I blame coaching just as much. James Harden is out there. He's trying to guard Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson scores on him one time. Harden's like a soldier out there. He got shot in the arm. Brunson scores. He looks at Coach Atkinson. Oh, fuck, Coach. I got shot in the arm. I'm bleeding a little bit, but I'm okay. Jalen Brunson comes out again, scores on Harden again. He just got shot in his other arm. Oh, fuck, Coach. I'm hurt. I'm bleeding pretty bad, but I'm still okay. Then they ISO Harden again. Jalen Brunson scores on him again. Oh, fuck, Coach. I got shot in my knee. I can barely walk. I need a medic. I need a medic, Coach. We need to call a timeout. I need to stop the bleeding. Harden's out there barely walking, and then Jalen Brunson comes out and knocks down the three to cut the game to 5 points. And James Harden just got shot in his other knee. Oh, fuck, Coach. I can't even walk. I'm about to die. Then they finally call the timeout once it's a 5 point game and bring James Harden to the bench to get whatever medical treatment he needs to get. But he's already bleeding out. He's about to die. Your whole team's bleeding out. They're about to die. And then, sure enough, Brunson just keeps cooking them and totally kills them at the end of the game with help from Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there as well. But just an awesome game for Jalen Brunson. James Harden got absolutely cooked in those ISO situations, and I blame Coach Atkinson just as much as I blame James Harden because, like I said, he gets shot in the arm, he gets shot in the leg. Oh fuck, I can barely walk, Coach. Call a timeout, sub in Max Strus, and put someone out there that can actually try to slow down Jalen Brunson because James Harden wasn't doing anything on the offensive end either at that point in the game. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you thought about Jalen Brunson just absolutely cooking James Harden. Again, I thought Coach Atkinson should have made an adjustment, should have called a timeout at some point before they cut the lead to 5 points because I thought I thought coaching was really the biggest problem there with just letting James Harden stay on an island and get cooked again and again and again and not calling a timeout, not doing anything to help him out there. But again, please like and subscribe. Like the video, hate the video, tell your friends, do something to it. We'll see y'all next time.